Okay. We should be live.
Woot!
Yes. With episode 94.
Woot!
So it's definitely been over a year since Allure started, and just under a year since I started. Since Allure did a Halloween special last year.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That
Wow,
was
you
my,
guys have been with us for a whole year. Wow.
That was my third.
By the way, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. No.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Your year's up. No. Actually, no. I'm very, very happy you guys are with us.
No, he was talking about me, Mackenzie. You can stay. I have to go.
Fucking murder
Oh,
child.
by the
always
way-
getting
by
us
the way-
into trouble.
By the way, hang on. I'm sending you guys a message in Discord real quick.
Okay.
You'll see why when you see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Good. Groovy. Groovy.
Clearly we were not okay.
All right. So, any questions before we get started?
Yeah, the thing you typed down. Do I get experience for that?
Well, I mean, it is technically playing in characters,
I
so
mean-
we should get a bonus.
No. Well, see, here's the thing. You, as a person, have to do that. So I guess if life
Yes,
gives
do
experience,
I, as a
suppose-
person, get experience, Queen?
Well, I guess, but unfortunately, Piff, that's beyond my
When
power.
do I
My power
level up, man?
is
When do
only
I
to
level
the
up?
game. It's only to the game.
No,
When can
you
I
are
be a
God.
fighter pilot?
Do you not control all of us in real life too?
It's only the game.
It's not The Sims.
Not yet.
All right.
So are we gonna get started? We're already streaming.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. So when last we left, ladies and gents, you had met 3x1011 of the Cyber Conclave, as well as his charming wife, 2x103, and even their very charming, perhaps charming daughter, 7x1016. And after solving many cultural issues, you were given a room, allowed to go back to your ship and get gear to make you feel a bit safer, and the rest of the people on the ship, namely Tessa and Quicksilver. And you were in your room, basically waiting for Cyber 6 to get healed. And about 6 or so hours into your stay in the room, there was an explosion far below you, and some alarms started going off. And not very, very long after, Anna decided to look out the window to see what was going on, and saw 5. I know I said 6 last session. I don't know why, because even in my notes it says 5. 5 robots climbing up the wall that looked something like this. Here, let me pop this out for you so you guys have a good view of the whole thing.
3D tokens.
Like that.
Do-do-do-do-do.
So, definitely they have more armor plating and girth to them, I guess you would say, than say 3x1011, or as you actually learn, they all look like 3x1011. It's just that depending on their job or responsibilities, they can wear different exoskeletons. So it's a thicker exoskeleton than 3x1011, of course, but it's not as thick as we'll say the people that 3x1011 has with him, which tend to be clearly combat or security type units. So they burst through the window. Here, let me get this out of the way. Everyone see it? Everyone saw? Good.
Yes.
We're not all muted.
So they burst through the window, and right around the same time, very fortuitously or unfortuitously, yet to be decided, 3x1011 rushes through the door with 4 guards, and basically they're both saying, don't trust them, trust us. And that's pretty much where we ended last session. things are really tense. I should note that the 3x1011 has no weapons, visual weapons on him. His guards do have what look like vaguely like rifles of some kind. The ones on the other side near Anna don't have any visible weapons that they are carrying. However, they do have blades attached to their right forearm, and looks like several other devices of unknown maker model on their frame. And I think we'll just hop right back into it, unless there are questions or if you guys need to discuss anything out of character before we hop into it.
Why am I in the middle of the room?
Yeah, can
you
I...
You could move yourself wherever you wanted.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Also,
there we go.
also, I should denote that I should also lay the scene too. Kid and Lucas still are fully clothed in their body armor. However, they have had to disengage either manually or automatically. I don't know in Lucas's part what happened, if it just ran out and switched over automatically. Disengage their internal oxygen supply, so they now are sucking down the helium and oxygen mix, and even Kid's voice sounds a few octaves higher. They are.
Because I didn't get a chance to say because I was in class during that. But Anna's wearing her armor, but she's not wearing the helmet.
Got it. Okay. So they are wearing their armor. Anna's wearing her armor except for a helmet. Hart is not wearing her power armor because she was helping Isaac, or Isaac was helping her, to be more precise, because he was being sweet, try and fix the projector that they broke, that Anna broke. And there's no way she could do something like that in such bulky power armor. So she's not in her armor. Isaac's not in his armor. Indigo, she doesn't wear armor, so, you know. Tessa, no one's really sure. Last time you knew, she was taking a bath in the other room. And Cathor is half in his armor. He when he heard the alarms, he made some disheartened comment about getting back in the clown and was about half done when everything happened. So he's kind of standing there with leg armor, like with really big legs and like dragging over the top heavy part. So imagine, if you will, he's got very big legs, he's bent over, and he's attempting to drag a fairly heavy torso towards him. And it's just kind of frozen in place when all this happened. Not sure, like, what to do.
Do you not get a token?
Yeah, he does. He does. I don't think I made his token. Yay! Just talk about. Oh, I did make his token. Yay! I'm smarter than I thought.
Catherine, no.
He's big. All right, that's about right. Okay, and we'll say he's over here trying to get his armor on. Oh no, he'd be near a couch because he would have probably placed it on the couch. There. So. Do you guys want to discuss anything out of character before we jump into this? We're like paused right there.
More importantly, does anyone want to do anything before Kid causes a giant clusterfuck?
Can we try and talk to them first?
Sure. Who wants to talk to them? Would you like to? Or should I?
I think Lucas will jump into the middle of the room. He'll say, "Stop! There is no reason to fight!" Arms stretched out, dramatically posed, slightly pelvic thrusted.
I'm sorry. I won't bring this up all the time, but it amuses me so much to think, stop! There's no reason to fight.
They don't know any better.
Though, yeah, to be fair, the comedy would be lost on anyone but yourselves because, you know, they don't know how you normally sound most of the time. So,
For like that one guard.
Oh, would this mean that this would give Lucas a natural, like, +1 or +2 to humor factor?
Guess only to you guys.
Damn it!
Yeah, to you guys, absolutely. If he tried, I would absolutely give Lucas a bonus to the humor factor. To anyone who is organic and normally doesn't suck down helium, yes.
Okay.
To the robots, they don't know any difference.
Organics
To
just
be
talk
fair-
really high.
To be fair, Lucas, that doesn't mean they don't have a sense of humor you can play on. You just wouldn't get a bonus for it.
Right.
Lame.
So Lucas does that, and 3x1011 holds up his hands and he goes, "Yes, there's no reason to fight here. Just leave." And the purple one, who seems to be the leader for the other group, says, "Leave? Never. And let you hold them prisoner? Never." And
Do you
then
want to continue or no?
well, the purple one would then turn to Lucas and say, "You don't understand. They want to keep you. I don't know why, but just ask him. Ask him to tell you how we're made and why it's such a secret." And 3x1011 goes, "I don't know how we're made." And then the purple one goes, "Exactly. No one knows, but we know that it's organic. And ask him why he's kept your presence secret from everyone." 3x1011 again says, I told you why. People like them would kidnap you and sell you. We kept your presence secret to protect you.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
You.
Yeah. They think each other is the enemy, but they both have good. You guys, come on now.
Kid looks so confused.
I think everyone's confused.
Look, I think you both have our best intentions in mind. We just have we got a miscommunications going. Come on now.
Roll me a trust check, please.
Alright. Trust check. That succeeds by 23? Is that how
Okay.
that math works? Yeah.
3x1011 says, "Look, I don't want to involve any of you in a fight, but you," and he points to them, "rebels, you have murdered innocents." And the purple slices the air, you know what I mean, like with a hand, like as a gesture, slices the air and says, "Innocents, you're destroying our entire kind, and you want to squabble that we murdered innocents." And then the purple one looks to Lucas and says, "We don't want to hurt you. We want to free you." And then Alexander goes, "Lies!"
See, we're getting somewhere now, aren't we? We gotta just use our words here. Oh, come on now. Let's see. Let's go first off. Let's be fair for the nice purple ringed man over here. And you know what? Let's just tell him why you guys I know you have our protection in mind and all that, and that's swell. But it is very interesting. Is there any other reasons why you're getting kept here? Is there anything else?
I mean,
Maybe you can have them understand a bit better. You know,
Yeah.
be on the same page.
3x1011 says, "We don't want to keep you forever. I swear to you, I was honest. I told you everything I knew and was very honest about everything." And then purple cuts him off. "Every second we stand here, more of his troops are closing in. We need to go."
Then they can talk too. Maybe they
Like,
have
there's
a
a pause.
misunderstanding.
Is this an organic thing? Do you not understand? We had to break in here to get to you. As I said, every second the chance of our escape is getting smaller.
Well, you know,
Somebody here is lying.
yeah. No, hold on. How about if we all stay here in this room and be buddies, huh? Yeah.
And let his men surround us. Never.
Well, yeah, well, they have to go through that guy. Points over to Isaac.
What? Me?
I mean, neither of you guys want us to be dead, so we can easily stop either you two from attacking each other just by standing in between you.
It's true. Yeah. I mean,
and right at that time, the door between Indigo and Kid opened, and wearing a wrapped around towel and a wrapped around towel around the hair, Tessa walks out, like kind of like toweling her hair, and she's like, "Oh, that felt good. What's going on?"
How did you not hear?
explosions.
Window breaking
really, how did you
discussion.
So Anna, knowing your sister, when she takes baths, she has a tendency to soak underwater a lot. Like she's one of those
Had
that'll
to
like
get out.
Like yeah, she's one of those. She'll hold her breath and go under and come up and go under and come up and I agree that she missed a lot, but this wouldn't be the first time you've known Tessa to just not answer your calls for 5 minutes.
There's also a time between getting out of the bath and walking to the door that she could
Agreed.
have heard something.
Oh, I totally agree. And she's like mid toweling her hair, and she's looking around, and she's like, "So, is this supposed to be happening?"
No, why
Go
don't you go put some clothes on or go back into that room until we resolve this?
Okay. Right. And then she begins to turn around and she pauses and she looks down at Kid and points to Kid's wrist. Is that supposed to be moving?
What?
The
Kid, you
bracelet?
look at the motion monitor and the dot is moving. It's getting smaller and smaller.
Moving away.
Kid's eyes snap to 10x or whoever the fuck
3x 1011? Yeah.
that one, and goes, "Where is he going?"
What? What do you mean? And he notices the motion track and he goes, "Oh no. Oh no, they must be taking him."
Who?
Oh my god.
Tessa, go put clothes on now. We need to go.
Yeah, Tessa turns to leave. I am going to have everyone roll initiative. Not exactly that we're in combat, just that I think it's important that we know who's doing what when. This may be combat, it may not. But does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. This is. Oh.
Hey!
Oh.
All right.
Hello!
Well done. So are we not adding our combat bonuses, or?
No. I mean, when it comes to when it comes to initiative, if you have bonuses, add them, of course.
Yeah.
Because combat or out of combat, that just means you act faster.
Yeah. The only time that I actually have initiative bonuses for Isaac is if I'm using paired weapons. So that's why I don't have the bonus.
Rarely people
Is
have.
Tessa with 2 S's?
Probably. That sounds like how I would spell it.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, it's 2 S's but 1 N.
Right.
But, I know.
Hang on one second.
I guess it's also fair because it's neither of those are their full names either.
And all right.
got real
So
confused
I'm
with
just to differentiate. The infiltrators are the ones that busted in the window. The enforcers are just the ones with 10x 311.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Right. Good. Groovy. Groovy.
Oh, you're picking
Can
that up
somebody
from the
handle my turns?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll put your initiative in, and Squee can handle actually marking off the turns. You got a 5. Wow.
Yeah. That's what happens on D20.
Yeah. Unless you get a crit.
Yeah. Process of elimination. You get 20.
Okay. All right. Let me start rolling for people too. As usual, the enforcers and the infiltrators will all kind of go on the same turn. 3x to 11 is a little different because he's, a little different.
Wow,
it makes sense. Leave me alone. Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
Is purple not different then? Is purple not different?
Not that you can see.
Not different enough.
I mean, they've been the only one talking.
Correct. But I mean, what I mean by that is, like, she looks similar to her companions. 3x1011 is obviously not wearing... 3x1011 also rolled a 1 on initiative.
Well done.
He's real slow at reacting. Can we sure we can trust him?
He's slow on the uptake.
You just hear the dial-up tone.
His buddies did slightly better. And then who do we need? We need Tessa and we need Hart and Cathor. So Tessa,
Indigo?
Hart. Yes, thank you. Cathor, Indigo. So 4 is Tessa. 18 is Hart. 18 is Hart. 12 is Cathor and 13 is Indigo. What did I say? 12 is Cathor?
Yes.
And 13 is Indigo? Okay. Let's go ahead and sort. I think Tessa. Tessa needs her actions.
Tessa has no actions.
Tessa has 2 actions. She not trained. She's trained in partying and annoying older sisters.
We good to sword, or?
Yeah. That's not necessarily true. I mean, Tessa has skills, just not hand-to-hand combat skills.
Not skills that have been shown here.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. And like I said, this isn't exactly combat. This is Kid just realized. Everyone just realized that Cyber 6 is moving. Kid just asked where he was. 3x11 pointed to the infiltrators and said they must be taking him. And that is exactly this heartbeat of when we start initiative. So, Isaac, you can choose to do anything, of course. Just we're splitting this up into time steps.
Okay. He's going to whisper to Hart to go and get her things. And then he is going to ask, is this true? Have you found our friend? Are you taking him?
Okay. All right. So I want to be a little bit looser in response. Like, I don't want to wait until their turn to respond per se, because it's such a quick thing to get an answer, and obviously answers might inform other people's actions.
Yeah.
So we'll play a little bit loose as long as they're very short responses. Then they're fine. They can be immediate. So the purple enforcer says, "Found who? What are you talking about?" Hart looks unsteadily at Isaac, and then give me a second here. We never really decided. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Hart's power armor, is in the room Tessa just came out of.
Ah, Christ.
So I just rolled randomly. So I did 1, 2, 3 on one side, 4, 5, 6 on the other. So Hart unsteadily looks at Isaac and then starts making her way slowly, because it's a very tense situation. She's not just going to start running towards the room, like kind of getting to where Lucas is. That's her action. Kid, what are you doing?
Oh boy. Kid's not a happy camper. Okay. Kid is going to look between all of the cybers and go, someone tell me where he is now.
$3x1011 says, we can find him together. And that'll be your turn. The Infiltrator's turn. The Purple Infiltrator says, no time, now! All 5 of them in unison, from their shoulders, pop out little balls that land different points of the room, and begin immediately emitting a blinding flash of light. I would like everyone to roll a save versus non-lethal poison, harder by 1. So basically, whatever the check for non-lethal poison is, which I believe is 16. I'm sorry, not harder by 1. Just the check, the non-lethal poison. I believe is you need to roll a 16.
I fail.
Okay. Kid. And I'll take care of the NPCs real quick. Okay. Tessa succeeded. Heart failed. Cathor failed. Indigo, oh my god. Indigo was staring right at it. She's like, I wonder what this is. So for the next 3 melee rounds, you all have give me a second here. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I had this open. You have a -5 to strike, a -10 to parry and dodge, and a chance of falling, 50% chance of falling for every 10 feet you move.
Can you repeat that and/or write it down?
Sure, actually. Give me a second. So you have this for the next 3 melee rounds, which is not actions, but rounds. And the only one who does not have that is apparently Tessa.
Good! She needs all the help she can get.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that is their action. Indigo. Indigo is going to poor girl rolled a 1. She's going to stand up unsteadily and kind of shake her head and go, what the hell? And you'll see blue light exude around her fists. Cathor's going to hurriedly start dragging the torso closer to him. Can't see too well, but he knows that it's probably good to get it on. Anna, your turn.
1, she's gonna scream fuck. I think honestly this does not seem good, so I think instincts wise she's just gonna activate electrical aura.
Okay.
So more lights, but at least it's some kind of protection. And I think if she was going to say anything, she would have been too distracted at this point. So I think that's it.
Got it. Well, she did say fuck.
She said fuck. That's her that's as far as a reaction she can have.
All right. The enforcers, which seem pretty unfazed by this, they immediately bring their weapons up and begin firing at the infiltrators. So I'll do this as quickly as I can. Give me a second.
We're standing in between them.
Well, they're not shooting at you, they're shooting around you. I will. Yeah, no, they're gonna. I was gonna say, yeah, no, they'll have cover. So here's the deal: a few of them, depending on where they are, like for example, well, let's see here, because they're not crazy. if they have a clear line of sight to one, they will fire at that one. So like him, kind of. Yeah. So they'll fire at ones they have clear lines of sight on. Otherwise, they'd have like a partial cover, that cover being you. All right. Okay. So they are. So I'm just going to go down the list. Yellow first is firing at the actual green lighted infiltrator. That's definitely a hit. Blue's also going to fire at them, so I'll just do that. That's also a hit. So I will do damage for both of them, which is okay. Jeez. So this is their combined damage. 49 points of mega damage to him. Okay. Red and purple are going to fire at the leader, the purple, because it's the only one that can really hit without hitting you guys. So, but I do want to note that yes, they are firing through you and dangerously close to you, and they don't seem to be hesitating at all. So red fires at purple, barely. Actually, yeah, that's still a hit. And so both of them hit. And you can kind of tell. You're all kind of stunned at the moment. Their weapons seem to do decent damage. All right, 36. Got it. Okay. All right. That's their turn. So the room is basically so far. There's a very bright light. Anna yells "fuck." Indigo stands up, her fists go fire, and then even more noise as plasma starts ripping through the air, firing past you. So like Isaac and Hart, you suddenly see green flashes amongst all the white flash as plasma rounds go to either side of you. I'm sorry, Lucas and Hart. Lucas, your turn.
Lucas is gonna cast a spell. It's a big one. I'm reaching up and touching Hart.
Okay.
Is this going to have any particular penalties, or is this like she is right next to me, so...
I don't understand. Penalties to casting?
It is by touch, so I have to touch.
Okay.
Is there any... I'm blinded.
Right. Or I would say that's just like a roll to strike with the -5 penalty, but she's not going to parry or dodge or anything.
All right. So I guess expel the ISP, and then I have my hand-to-hand.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Okay. That is a... like that. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Big cast, big touch, big hit.
Yep. You touch her.
You're it.
That's it. That's what you say. What'd you cast?
You're it.
I forget what that spell does.
Range, touch, and thus must be accompanied by the words "you're it." Area in any site of it. Duration 5 minutes per spellcast. What it does, basically, the person is it, and now the person that is it needs to touch somebody else to not be it. The person who is it wants to touch other people to make sure that it is off of it, and everyone else immediately wants to flee. This is actually extremely powerful spell that is... Let me try to find the actual like horror thing. It is a fear as much as a legion of dragons.
Okay.
This spell has actually been used in wars as a person stuck in the middle of a particular fight, running towards the enemy line and breaking it completely. Like, armies, everything just break at the sight of this. They are
What's
basically...
What's the level of the spell, and what's the PPE cost?
It is a level 10 spell, PP of 60.
Okay. Do you remember how long it takes to cast a level 10 spell?
It takes, if I remember, actually, I think I might have actually put it on my character sheet. It is either 2 or 3 melee actions, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, if you have it in your character sheet, I'm looking it up now too, in case you don't.
It doesn't seem to be appeared on my character sheet.
All right, I will take a look too. We'll go by whatever the spell says for now. We might have to sit down and look at a few of these spells because like people got to have a save against magic. It's not right to just like for example, there's got to be a chance it doesn't affect them. And if the spells don't denote that, we'll have to add some in.
Okay.
But we'll worry about that now. For now, I'll probably just do like they'll get the basic save versus magic, maybe at a penalty because it is a very powerful spell. But and I've seen ludicrous spells do this before. Like, there's got to be a chance that magic won't affect them because that's how the system works. Give me a second. There's the ultimate edition. Let me see how long it takes.
Let me just...
All right. I think you're right. Hang on. It should hang on. I'm looking for, I believe it has an exact thing. It says how many. Right. For now, we'll just say 3 actions because I don't want to waste too much time on this.
Sure.
So if you could mark off 3 actions.
I can't.
What? I'm sorry.
I can't. Sadly, I don't.
Oh,
I'm
right.
on another
right.
computer. Yeah.
Could someone? Yeah. Could someone do that for me? Wait. Mid-level spells 5 to 9 cost
2, I believe. So this is 10. So this is a 3.
Yeah. Hang on, it has this somewhere. Sorry, all right, I'm getting lost. No, I already made the call. Three actions. That's fine.
Yeah.
So 3 actions. All right. Does it say anything about a save?
It actually does. It says none.
Yeah, that's not Like I know they do that a lot for ludicrous mages. That's ridiculous. That's way too powerful. Even
it
for
is
level
extraordinarily powerful.
Yeah. Like I'm sorry, but as a GM, I got a call. There's got to be a chance magic doesn't affect them. That's how it works in this universe. There's got to be a chance you can save against it. But what I will say, it's a level 10 spell. It's almost all of your PPE. I will say that they will have to roll save versus magic, but at a -4 penalty. Sound fair?
That sounds completely fair.
3 actions, eh?
3 actions.
3 actions. Yep. Yeah, here I'll mark it off. And then if you and I can sit down later and go over some of those spells and come up with something we both feel is appropriate, because some form of save needs to be on every spell. Even rituals have saves. So that said, we gotta roll this for everyone. Okay. So let's just start with the infiltrators first. So they well, good news, Piff. You get to learn this very early. They have a +2 to saves versus magic. Pretty much all of them. All the cybernetics do because they have they're robotic and don't believe in magic. So, but that still gives them a -2 penalty, and they have to roll. I believe. Well, what's your bonuses? What do they have to roll? Because normally it's a 12 plus whatever the caster strength.
Oh
is.
yeah. My bonuses, spell strength +3.
Okay, so they're technically at I'm just going to put them. So no, they basically need to roll a 15 at a -2. So we'll start with blue. failed, red, failed, purple, failed, green, failed, yellow, failed. Down on the other end, purple succeeded, purple enforcer succeeded, red enforcer succeeded, 3x10 failed, blue enforcer failed, yellow failed. Next we'll go with Cathor. Believe it or not, Cathor has no bonuses because he doesn't like magic.
What?
He doesn't have any. He does not have any bonuses to save against magic because he detests it. So he's at a -4.
Huh.
Fails horribly. Fails horribly. Heart doesn't have to worry about it. Tessa has no bonuses to save against magic. Succeeds.
Good job, Tessa.
Indigo fails. All right, PCs, if you would please. If you have a bonuses to saving against magic, add that. Otherwise, it's a -4 to your roll, and you have to roll a 15.
No.
Wait, Lucas, wait, really? You too? I guess that makes sense.
Absolutely. Everyone.
Yeah. Makes sense. Isaac, I need you to roll a save versus magic at a -4 penalty, please. Plus
-4.
whatever. If you have any bonuses, of course, add that.
Oh.
And Kid succeeded.
It's a straight roll. I succeed, I guess?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, okay. So you guys don't feel an urge to run away from Heart. In fact, Isaac, Kid, Tessa, 2 of the enforcers. That's it. Those are the only people who do not feel compelled to run like mad from Heart. Okay. And so Heart has a compulsion to touch just someone?
I let me reread this because I think that might not be it. This is very much of the description of it. Of the game, it basically forces anyone in basically sight of it that they're in the game of tag.
Makes sense, right?
Let's see. Transfers by touch. Can only be one.
Isaac, you have a +4 to magic saves?
Yes.
Perfect. Good.
Any means necessary to avoid it. Any actions. Where is it? The victim currently it will chase all others in a desperate attempt to get rid of itself of its status. Yeah. So yes.
Huh.
Everyone starts playing tag. That is how the spell works.
Okay. For 5 minutes.
5 minutes per cast level.
Oh shit!
Lucas,
we're playing tag.
So does the spell say anything about they can do nothing else? Can they still focus on other things as long as they are not going closer to the person that is it?
Let's see.
That's kind of important. Is everyone literally just stuck in a game of tag?
Flee it and try any means necessary to avoid it.
Flee it and try. Oh, that's not good.
So that would just mean straight up you can leave the room.
So here it is. Any other action being performed prior to the spell is forgotten and will attempt to flee it.
Wow. Wow. Though I will denote that you guys should be aware of this, Lucas, you especially, they can also do any action to prevent it from touching them. That would include shooting.
Yes, but here's the thing. If you kill it, you become it.
So they don't want to shoot.
Well, that's the thing. That's
how do they know anything else about these rules?
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to figure out, this is such a weird spell because it says do anything to avoid it. On one hand, do anything to avoid it. Okay, that could be shoot it. But do they know if they kill it, they become it? I would say yes, because it's magic, so they know not to kill it.
If they knew they need to run away, then they know
Right.
They'll become it.
I think everyone would run away except those who are who aren't it. Heart would do everything she can to chase someone, and if they are being chased, they would do whatever is in their power to prevent her from catching them. Short of killing her. Does it make sense?
Yes, because killing would make it so they become it.
Right. And if they know all the other rules, they would know that. Well, no, oh man, they don't know rules. They just have an unconditional urge to run away from it. So I don't think that they would know not to kill it.
But they know they have the urge to do everything else.
I know, this is such a weird.
They have all the urge to avoid becoming it.
Well, no, but that's just an instinct. They just have an urge to not be close to this thing.
But when that also counts, like you see an instinct of, hey, I have an instinct feeling that if I eat this thing, I'm going to die.
Here's the thing. There was a description of there has been plenty of times that this has actually happened where a single man runs into battle and everyone flees from it with an entire army, and their entire point is to kill the other people. So wouldn't that actually
that to me it just seems like a very badly written spell, because if you say do anything to prevent it, that would mean just kill the man. But
they can't kill the man because then they'll become it.
I'll run with this. Right, I will run with this. Anything within their power to prevent it short of death, because somehow they magically know that they don't want to kill her or it. Whoever it is, because it might not be hard. They have
the instinct to run and not to kill it, because if they do, they get the thing that they don't want.
And unfortunately, Lucas... Yes.
So if the it passes, does everybody have to make another save? Or would we just keep the saves?
No.
Okay.
No, unfortunately, in Rifts, there is one save and one save only.
Alright, has Heart made a save yet? Just in case there's another it.
Oh, she has not. So
please
give me a second.
That.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Nope. She didn't make it.
Okay.
So, also, I have to denote as well. Lucas, I don't know if you could cancel a spell. Normally you could, but in this case you can't, because everyone in this room, save those who succeeded, have forgotten everything about what happened before that, which means you forgot you cast a spell on her.
For the most part.
A lot of this is going to be really moot when it gets to my turn. Let's just go to my turn, please.
Okay, so, Tessa. Tessa just, man. So she saved. Things are getting crazy. Tessa's diving into this room over here.
Good.
That's Tessa's turn. 3x 10 11. 3x 10 11 runs out the door.
Bye.
Do you
10 11 runs out the door. Isaac, your turn.
All right. This is why I'm saying it might be useless. I'm gonna try and walk up to Heart. Do I need to make a balance roll or something?
Yes, you do. Hang on, where were you?
I was right
Hang
here.
on a second. Yeah, so it's at 10 feet. So yes, and I have to roll a balance roll for the other two as well. Thank you for reminding me.
So it was
so just roll a d100 and try and get under 50.
Okay. I do not succeed.
You do. under. Oh yeah, so you do not succeed. Also, Tessa does not succeed, and 3x 10 11.
Why would Tessa? Tessa's not blind.
She's not blind.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. She's the only one that is not blind.
So
we're good.
I'm on my face on the floor. Can I try and make a touch move?
Sure.
Specifically, I want to manually cast Armor of Ithin on Heart.
Okay.
And by doing so, I would touch her and I would become it.
That is very true. That is very true.
Yes. And you saved.
And I saved. So I'm not compelled to run the other way.
Which means that... No. It's not even that. It's you save being it. So there would be no it.
No, I saved against the magic's effect.
Right, which means you're not
the fear
it.
effects.
I don't know. This is such a weird spell.
It is an extraordinarily weird spell. I love it.
All right, GM, what do you want to do? Because what
Okay.
I want to do is I want to cast Armor Within because I don't want her to die.
I am fine with that. My only contention is this. It seems odd to have a person who is it, where everyone still is affected by them, however, they are not affected by it and they are the focal point. It would seem to me that if there is no it person, there are no chased. Does that make sense?
Well, to me, it's a fear effect that everybody else has acknowledged and has failed the saves for. And their focal point right now is Heart. All it's doing is shifting to Isaac. Even though he saved against the fear effect, he is now the focal point.
Yeah.
Get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, we're going to have to look into this spell later. But yes, for the sake
Yeah.
of things continuing, by all means, I'm fine with this. I
right.
want to be as fair as possible to players. So yes, I'm cool with it. You are blind, however, so basically make an attack at a -5 as a touch attack, just to make sure you can actually grab her and you don't miss like the floor.
Yeah.
Or hit Lucas. Ooh.
So it wouldn't be any weapon bonuses or anything, but you'd get your PP bonus
Yeah. So
and your
plus
hand-to-hand bonus.
1. I did it.
Okay, yeah. So you touch her.
I'm now it. On the
You're not having
floor.
You are now
status.
And Heart has how much
5.
mega damage protection? 5.
Because here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. I'm only a level 1, and
Uh-huh.
And
when
he's
I
in
cast
love.
when I cast normally, it's halved, and the duration is halved. So let me get the halved duration.
That's true.
How-
Because techno wizards are generally only cast magic through objects. If they try and cast a spell straight up, it's at half strength.
Yeah.
So 5 mega damage. Still,
At
Still
least she
something.
has mega
Something.
damage.
yeah. All right. Heart.
And she's now compelled to run away from Isaac.
She is
She
indeed.
failed the save.
She is indeed.
Oh, at least it helps me because I was
Heart.
worried she was gonna follow them out the window. So
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, Heart's gonna run this direction because that's the only way she can really get from Isaac. And she doesn't remember that these people are bad. She's gonna run. Can someone? Hang on. Actually, no. I got this. All right. So we'll say that's just 10 feet. So she runs and succeeds the run. So she's over here and she kind of gets to these people and she can't go any farther. That's her turn. Kid.
So she has that for 2 melee rounds.
Okay, good to know. 2 melee rounds is still a decent amount of time. All right, Kid. You feel a sudden and needy, a pressing need to run away from Isaac for how many minutes, Piff?
15.
50 minutes. So all thoughts of Cyber 6 at the moment are
Kid
gone.
save?
No. Kid didn't save. The only ones that saved was Isaac,
No, Kid
Tessa.
saved.
Huh?
I think
Oh.
it's
I'm
saved.
looking at the rules.
Oh,
yeah.
Kid did save. Kid, sorry. My bad. My apologies, Kid. You saved. You feel no effects whatsoever. In fact, you're wondering what's going on.
Kid,
Kid?
she's still in the call.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah. Kid?
Kid might have. Oh.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, god damn it. That was a lot of talking I did, nobody heard. That's fine. Alright.
Give me a second. Squee, if you have any
Uh-huh.
downtime, here's the entire description of it right
All right.
there.
I'll probably wait till after the session. I think we've
Alright.
got it working now.
Okay.
But I'll sit down with you later to keep it appropriately powerful for its cost,
Okay,
but
sure.
give it some ground rules. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. But for now, 50 minutes, folks. Let's do this.
God. Okay. So yeah, Kid. I want to say Kid would run after what's his face that ran out of the room, but I don't know if they would actually be able to see this because they're fucking blind.
They could see him do it. Yes. Like, so you aren't blind so much as you've got vision spots, everywhere. You can still see what's going on. You just have trouble reacting to it, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Okay.
Think of
so
like
then-
in movies when people get a flashbang, they can still see everything, but it's wavy and their body doesn't really. So that's what you see.
Yep. So kid's gonna run after what's his face, and they're gonna have to make a save
For every 10 feet. Yep.
for
So,
every 10
we'll
feet.
say
So that's
three-
3 saves.
3 times this time. Yes.
Oh boy.
Just
Okay,
roll a
so that-
D100, straight up D100, get under 50.
No.
Nope. Kid makes it about 10 feet, falls flat on their face.
Kid's just like reaching out, like, "Hey, wait!" Boom.
Boom.
I love that Kid and Isaac are the ones that kept their minds. That is
Oh
the
my God.
best.
Indigo.
Not having
She's
a good
gonna
day.
She's gonna try and run into this room to get away from Isaac. She's going emphasis on try. Fail. She's going to fail. She makes it to about here and falls flat on her face.
Just imagine she just went over that arm of the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, she tripped on the side. Okay. I'm sorry. The infiltrators need to go. Well, they'll go next. 2 of them are going to run. They're gonna run out of the room. That's the furthest way away from Isaac. So they run out of the room.
Those are the infiltrators?
I'm sorry. Oh crap. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it. Infiltrators.
They're gonna jump out the window?
They're going out the way they came. All of them run and jump out the window. Not a word. Nothing is said. Just whoop.
Well, that solves that.
Not really, no.
No, well, it solves a minor thing. It just causes more issues.
So they're now out of the sight of it, so they have broken the spell for now until they re-see it.
Thank you. I had a question.
So let me get this straight. Hold the fuck on. So 3x1011.
Has broken the
He went
spell.
out. He went out the room.
Yeah.
And if you were to open the door, you go ah, go back up.
Pretty much. It's so worth figuring this spell out. Cathor tries to run in the other room with his armor legs. Cathor fails. Cathor tries to step and just falls. That's Cathor. Man, heroes are we all. Anna!
What else can I do? I run into the room.
Right?
I make it. Fuck you.
You make it to the room, right? That's only 10 feet. No, that's technically more than 10
No,
feet. Roll
it was
again.
10 when I measured it.
No, from here to here is 13 feet or 12 feet.
Okay.
You got to get to the room, into the room. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
Still.
Yep. Yeah.
Screw you,
yeah.
I'm out.
Make it all the way into the room. Whoop.
And she even rolled a D1000. Gee.
Holy crap! You rolled less than a one.
Are we gonna count that?
She rolled like a 4.
No. You rolled like a 4. Yeah. Sorry. not a one.
Okay.
Still, well done.
Well,
I guess.
we're gonna round up to a 5.
Yeah, sure. All right. Enforcers. 2 of them gonna run out the door. 2 of them unaffected, not sure what's going on. They're gonna think their leader just ran. Their opponents just left. They're gonna think what they're doing. Oh man.
Oh.
They are going to go over. No, they're going to follow their leader. They didn't really have any standing orders to, stay. So they look around. So here's what happened. They look at each other and they slowly follow outside the door. Not sure what's going on. That's their entire turn. Oh my god, Lucas. You're right next to it.
What are you gonna do, Lucas? What are you gonna do?
Go run. It's how far is this table?
15, 17.
I'm gonna try to get behind this couch. That's around 20. Is that okay?
Yeah. Make 2 checks. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just try to 10 feet, which is around yay much. Oh, wait, I have this. Nope.
Nope. Oh my god. It's just like a party of drunk idiots trying to do anything.
Isaac, get away from me!
Why? What's going on? I can't see you.
Tessa's in the room doing something. You guys can't see. The door is closed. 310. 310 comes back in. I'm not sure what just happened. What sees Isaac? Well, no. I think that he has to make a save again, right?
I have no idea because there's no save. So this is your rules.
Yeah. I would say in this turn, anytime they break the spell, they re-save against it. Or
sure.
Or either okay.
That's a lot of rolling.
Yeah. Or no, I would
That's
say if
my
they
only
break the spell. Here's the thing. Here's my thinking when it comes to magic. You save when it happens, right? If you break the spell, you've broken the spell until it's casted again.
Sure. That actually does make sense.
Yeah. So so he walks back in and goes, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what came over me. What's going on? He seems genuinely confused and a little scared.
Go ahead and roll that shit again. Wait, is it not affecting him?
No, because remember we just said that once you break the spell's broken until it's cast again.
What, seriously? All right.
That's what because my thinking is you cast the spell on everyone that can see, right?
It's sort of. The range is in sight.
So perpetually Isaac could walk through the entire building and anyone that sees him, no matter how many times they see him, that's way too powerful, don't you?
It's a level 10 spell.
Yeah.
First off.
Okay.
There are other spells that are like that in that it turns the character into a beacon, to be fair.
Yeah, okay. All right. Like I said, we'll go with the rules by now. I already said we would. So yes, he makes the save against it. I mean, he attempts to make the save against it and fails. So he runs right back out of the room.
I do like the I'm sorry,
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's funnier that way.
I like this a lot. I might even just keep the save rule because it's really fun.
Isaac, your turn.
I want to get up and start moving towards Lucas.
Okay. Because so Isaac doesn't even know what's going on.
No.
You saved against the effects. You don't know the spells in it. You don't.
Nope.
Everyone's just acting weird. All right, roll another.
He has absolutely no idea. He's trying to go. What the hell's going on? Why
another.
I fall on my face? That's my turn. Also, Squee, I will please don't make her go out the window.
No. She's not gonna jump out
Good.
the window. She's gonna get as far as she can, but she's not gonna I don't think these people would jump to their deaths to avoid you. So I am with you there. However, it is her turn. She is going to try and get away from you by going to the window, like going to the wall. It's not really. Can we call it a window anymore? It's kind of busted. But anyway, she attempts to go to the wall and press her back up against it. She didn't make her flash save, so that means she has to roll.
Man.
This. She
succeeds.
Thank
she
God.
makes it. She basically has her back pressed up against the wall, right? Like where the window used to be. So at least like from her waist down, there is a wall to stop her. And she's just like has her back up against it. And she's just like back against the wall with like terribly wide eyes. Not a fear per se, just extreme confusion by like, she does not want to be anywhere near you and she doesn't understand why. So yeah, she's not gonna do it. Yeah, she's not falling over or anything. She's got her butt up against it. And to be fair, I wouldn't be so mean as to say if she fell, she would have fallen over. That's a dick move, I think.
Okay.
Kid, like she kills herself.
No.
Kid.
Take 2. Kid's gonna get what's his face because they want answers. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have to do another check.
Yeah, they are.
Oh god.
2 of them.
Okay.
2 of them to get to the door. Lucky for you, he came back.
Mm-hmm.
And ran again.
Yay! Got 10 feet down.
Yep.
Okay,
Next.
so-
Another one. You can do it.
Like right there, and
You
oh my
did it.
god!
Yeah.
Yay!
So you make
gets-
it outside the door, and
Yeah,
you see 310x11 like stop, turn around, and go, I don't know what's happening.
Kid not having no clue about what the fuck he's talking about. He's just like, you better figure it out right now.
You say that on your turn. Then your turn's over. You had enough time to say that. Infiltrators. All right. Hang on here. Okay. So the spell is broken on them for now.
Yeah.
Until they make vision again.
Yeah.
2 of them appear. Hang on, I'm not going to pull them out of the GM layer until it becomes relevant. Because I might just be putting them right back in. 2 of them appear over the ledge. Their heads appear, and they see Isaac. They're going to try and make the save. Give me a second. First one, second one. Nope, they disappear back over the ledge. Like their heads come up, their heads go back down.
What did I say?
However,
Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, never mind.
there are still 3 that aren't in range of the spell because they are not in sight. A trio of cables suddenly come up from the broken window and wrap themselves around Hart. She is going to try and dodge. Not a very good chance, though. In fact, she'd pretty much have to roll a natural 20. No. So she is wrapped up by all 3 cables. That is their turn. So right now, Hart is like basically covered in what look like steel cables coming from below the windows. And it's beginning to drag her out. It hasn't done it yet, but you can see like these cables are pulling her. Make sense? All right. Cather's out of turns. Anna! You're in the room.
Open.
Door's closed. Yeah, the spell's broken.
I open the door, going, "What the fuck?" No,
You see Isaac.
I don't remember. I don't think that
I
is.
don't think that makes it.
Nope.
I think you
to get a
basically
15.
have to roll a 19 or 20.
Yeah, basically, it's a you have to roll a
Right,
15, but at a -4. So yeah, you don't make it. You suddenly want to get as far away from Isaac as possible.
So very sarcastic comments. Gonna keep all of them to myself. Shut door.
This is amazing. All right, Anna, you close the door. Enforcers are standing next to 10x, 3x, 10, 11 until he tells them what to do. They are awaiting further orders. Lucas, your turn. Isaac's trying to get to you.
It's that one time you're on the playground and you know that person's chasing you behind you and you want to get, oh jeez, I want to get behind this couch, see if I can get over this goddamn table or trip.
He even said something to you.
Nope. He trips headfirst into the table. Luckily, he's got a helmet on.
The table smashes.
Is it glass or wood?
Well, no, hang on. These are wooden tables, so it wouldn't smash it.
Or are they metal?
Lucas, they're metal tables, but Lucas makes a dent in it. You like basically you hear a thong. It's like there's now a dent
Like
in the
bounce
table.
back. That's my turn.
Lucas's turn. Tessa has no more actions. 3x 10 11 looks at Kid and says, What are you talking about? And Kid, during this like 5-6 second period, I'll let you both kind of converse a little bit. Figure out what's going on.
Kid holds up the monitor thing and goes, "Where are they taking him?"
Oh, come with me. And he starts running down the hall. The enforcers start following him.
Finally, progress while also splitting up the team. Good job. Okay.
I don't
Sorry,
know.
Kid.
You gotta roll first.
Oh no.
I don't know if it's really splitting up the team or not.
Oh.
We'll wait until it gets to your turn.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to let you know, he's going quite a distance. This is not going to be easy for you.
No.
With the little tiny stubby legs.
Oh, my
Isaac,
angry child.
your turn, buddy.
Does he notice the cables?
Yeah, I mean...
He is blind.
He is. Tell you what. We don't have like a perception check thing in Rifts, but we can do it this way. We can go off of your intelligence. Roll under your intelligence ×4.
Okay. Let me just double check that.
Usually it's ×5. This time I'm saying ×4 because you are kind of blind.
23.
You succeed. Yeah, you succeed. Okay. Yes, you saw the cables.
Alright. I'm gonna get up, pull out my guns, and go over to the edge. So that's gonna be the first one to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
So yeah, go ahead and roll
it.
both of them.
Okay, first one, succeed.
You succeed.
Second one.
Second one. No.
Nope.
No. Isaac gets he gets up. He pulls out his guns as he's stumbling forward, and it's one of those like he loses his balance and like stumbles a few more feet and then crashes into the wall head first.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's like the worst frat party ever.
We're not even drunk.
Wait, question.
I know.
Question.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Is
sir.
any limb hanging off the sign
Limb?
of Isaac?
Oh. I would say no, because the as I said with Hart, the windows are about waist high.
Oh.
So
Okay,
like
then.
there's about 3 feet of wall and then a gap. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hart has no turns left. Kid. You gonna try and follow 3x1011?
Uh-huh.
What's your movement speed?
My speed is 13.
Oh. Well, then roll 2, because you can only get 13 feet even if you at the best of times.
It's
Oh.
13 every second.
Oh, time. Right. Sorry. So times 5. Okay. Well, hang on then. It was every second?
Yeah, every second. So however many seconds her turn is.
Right. So it's 5 seconds. Oh, wait. No. Kid, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. That's about 2 seconds per turn. So you can get 26 feet. So go ahead and roll me 3 rolls, please.
Alrighty. Well, you okay if I just do them all at once?
Sure. Well, yes, as long as they are. Yeah. Go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, this is.
We'll just go from the first one being your
right?
first, etc. I'm sorry. Yeah, get under 50%. Straight 100. All right.
Nope.
Fail on the first try. He goes, follow me. Takes a few steps. You take 1 step to go after him and miss it.
Boom. Oh god.
Oh man. All right. Okay. Infiltrators. Isaac.
Yeah.
2 heads pop up right above you. They see you. Give me a second. I gotta set up the penalties.
Oh, hey.
Oh! One of them disappears again.
Jeez. He did it. What a champ.
One of them disappears again. The other one stays up assessing the situation. So hang on. Let me get him out of the GM overlay for a bit. So he's like over here. Oops. Gotta get back in the tokens. So he's like here. And he gets up, he sees you, he starts looking around the room, wondering what the hell is going on.
I don't know.
Heart disappears over the balcony. With a cry, with a strangle, like, "Ah!" She's pulled over the balcony. And you can hear Isaac, probably only you, because you're the only one close enough. You hear her cry in surprise for about 3 seconds before it's muffled. So it's not like you don't hear like a ah, you hear more like a ah. That's what you hear.
Okay.
That is their turn. Indigo's trying to get into the room. Oh boy. Indigo makes it into the room. She's gone. She's did it.
Good job.
Good job, Indigo. Well done.
This is like a really bad Scooby-Doo hallway.
It really is. Anna, the spell's broken. So here's the thing. You remember pretty much everything leading up until Lucas did something. You don't remember anything after that. You vaguely remember you left for some reason.
Anna's not dumb, but intelligence is also her lowest skill. She's gonna open the door again.
Got it.
No. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing.
That's just her walk.
Yeah.
Let's try the detour.
Let's try it. I didn't roll a D1000 this time.
I can imagine she's not moving. So it's like she opens the door, closes door, stops for a second, thinks, opens door, closes door. Yeah, because you failed again. So you see Isaac, you close door. And then stops for a second. Thinks.
It's probably gonna do the same fucking thing. Spoiler alert.
Oh my god. Enforcers are going after 3x1011. So Lucas, last
Yeah.
turn.
Gonna get over this fucking couch with this icing I do. It probably will be. Let's see if I.
Yay, you did it! You got over the couch. You can hide visually from Isaac. Like, technically, like, he broke line of sight, right? So you hide behind the couch. Isaac can't see you, can't see him. For the moment, the spell is broken. Lucas,
Okay.
you remember you cast tag, and then you're behind the couch, blind.
No, I was blind before the spell.
Well, but you know what I mean.
You're
All of a
still
sudden, like,
blind.
you cast the spell, and then you're behind the couch. You're kind of fuzzy on what happened in between those two events. All right, that was your last action.
It is a bad frat party.
We are back up to Isaac.
I'd like to peek over the edge.
Okay.
Intelligence roll.
No, not an intelligence roll. Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna say, because you're like I told Kid, you can see, it's just harder, right?
Yeah.
You peek over the edge. What you see is you see one of the robots right next to you, like a foot away, assessing the situation. Another robot about 5 feet below it, like doing its best to spider crawl away from you. And you see 3 free falling. At this point, they're probably 90 to 100 feet below you, and one of them, the green one that you saw, has heart completely wrapped up, has basically heart in its arms. Its heart still wrapped up in the cable, and they are just free falling. Yeah, that's all you see in the fives, because you're a mile high. So you see them free falling quite some distance in that time.
Okay.
You still have time to do something, because I mean, honestly, I would say that took maybe 2 seconds. So you still have a little bit of your action to play with if you want to try and do something quick.
Yeah, he's really smitten with her. Fuck.
I know.
So he's gonna jump on the ledge and fall after her.
Okay. Okay. Here's what I would say. Roll me one of the balance checks to simulate Isaac.
We're splitting the party, guys. We're splitting the party. Right? Yep.
Roll me just one of those D100s. If you get
Succeeded.
under the 50, you're capable of doing it. All right. You succeed. Okay. You jump off and start free falling. Okay. All right. Kid. Kid, why don't we do this? Go ahead, because here's the thing. 3x1011 would have some sort of reaction to you constantly falling down, but he has no actions left. This is all just Kid moving. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's just expend because your intent is to follow him, yes?
Yes.
So we're going to expend your 3 actions, and I'm going to have you roll your checks for each action, and we'll see how far you get. Make sense? So just basically start rolling D100s, and I'll tell you when to stop. So roll me a D100. Or no, actually, you know what? Okay. That's one action. You make it about 3 feet. Fall again. Next time, get up, try again. Roll me a D100. Nope. Another 3 more feet. Fall again. And one more time, please. Nope. Oh my god, poor Kid. Whatever this is, it has effed you up.
They have really sensitive eyes.
Yeah, I know. Sensitive eyes, like really, like kids probably. And the rolls are telling kid is far more affected than anyone else is. Oh my gosh, poor kid.
Every time, like the next 3 times they try and get up, it's just them slipping and falling face first into the ground over again.
By the way,
Mhm.
give me a second here. I have to roll for a heart and 3 infiltrators. Who can see Isaac again?
Yep, and don't forget there's one that already
Yeah,
succeeded.
I know. And there's one that already succeeded, so that one doesn't have to roll. But the other
Yeah.
one does. Well, the other one's still afraid of you because he's spider crawling away from you. But the 3 that are free falling, we'll say blue, red, purple. So blue fails, red succeeds. That's the one that has her. Because green border, red thing. I said green, right? When I said the one that had heart. So hang on. Let me make this into the GM out of the GM layer. So token layer. That's the one that has heart. This one here,
Okay.
which is technically the red one. Just
I
with the
thought-
green
Yeah, that's
border.
the red
I
one.
thought it was 16.
Huh?
I thought it was 16 they had to
No,
beat.
it's 15. It's 15 with a -4 penalty. They have a +2 because they're resistant to magic.
Yeah. So
Okay.
He just barely made it. Yeah. Purple fails horribly. They free fall faster, I guess. And then, but the green one doesn't notice any effect. But still, free falling. Not much changes there. And heart, of course, heart has to. No, heart does not succeed. Heart's eyes, which are wide enough as it is, get even wider when she sees it jumping after her. Only one of them is going to really do anything. That's the one that saved and sees you jump. Isaac. Oh,
most extreme game of it I've ever seen.
this is incredibly extreme. So, Isaac, here's what's going to happen. It is shooting one of the same type of cables you just saw at you. I'm going to give you the ability to try and parry it. You can't dodge it. You're free falling, right? But I would say that you could attempt to try and, say, parry it enough that it doesn't entangle you. Make sense?
That's fine,
So-
but I want it to entangle me. I was actually counting on that.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't try to... Okay, so
Oh,
then
no.
it entangles
See,
around you.
the thing is, they're all going to the same place, which is where Heart's going. So that's where
Got
he's
it.
going.
Got it. So it entangles around you, immediately stops you, and like there's like a jolt as you stop, and it does a pendulum effect. First things first. Take 6 SDC damage from the jolt,
Okay.
and roll me a D100. Choose. Okay, here's the thing. You're gonna pendulum swing into the wall below you, right? 50% chance it's a window, 50% chance it's a wall. Make sense?
Okay. Sure.
All right, so choose which one's which.
I want the lower one to be a wall, and the higher one to be glass. A window.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mind you, he doesn't have any armor on. So
Armor, right, I know.
it's high. It's a
Okay.
window.
You fly through the window. I'd say you have time to shield yourself. So you take another 5 points of SDC from
Okay.
glass shards. Excuse me. And basically, as the round ends, you tumble onto the floor, caught up in the cable. The cable is like wrapped around you, kind of pinning your arms, and making it hard to move. And you're currently on the floor at the moment. Indigo opens the door, walks out, going, "What the hell just happened? What was that?" And with that, guys, for the moment, we're gonna drop out of combat because aren't typically any threats, and everyone's in the
Can we-
room has broken the spell for now.
Okay, Anna still has one turn. Can we just do that?
Yeah.
Because all it really is just Anna slamming the door open, pissed off, and just walking, going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so like Anna and Indigo, like at the same time, say the same words. What the fuck just happened? All right. So
Where the fuck is everyone?
we'll get out of combat. Here's what you guys know out of combat. Cathor's on the ground, struggling to get back up, clown feet, trouble, not his best day. Everyone else is broken of the spell. The man who has the spell is currently entangled. 10 floors beneath you, not that you know that. Isaac, go ahead.
By the
and
way,
roll me.
Isaac is not it anymore.
He's not?
The robot just grabbed him, right?
Yeah, oh man, that's See, now we got to wonder how that spell works. Does it? Because he shot a grapple hook that wrapped around you. Does that count as touching someone? I would.
Well, is it
say
a part of his
almost-
body?
No.
Then no.
It's a piece of equipment. Okay.
Then
you are
Isaac
still
is
it.
still it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a piece of equipment. It gets a little hazy with these guys because it's part of their exoskeleton. So I guess you could theoretically say it's not part of their main body. It's part of their. It'd be like something part of your armor.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't.
So,
I wouldn't classify that as touching.
Okay, so you're still it.
Or
Oh
spelling.
god. However, I will say this: you crash into a room full of. Hang on. One lone.
Full of one.
One lone child robot. It looks like from a quick glance that you crashed into a kid's room. Where this small robot that is like a light blue sits up, screams a high-pitched scream, and runs out of the room.
But did it fail its role?
I don't think it would mind either way, to be honest.
You know what? Let's find out. No, it didn't. It's just scared.
Good kid. Smart move.
Okay, so
you know why that's kind of important?
Mhm.
He remembers what happened before.
Did you
He would be
scare a
able to-
kid?
He would be able to tell whoever that some guy fell through. Otherwise, he would only be able to say, "Oh God, I don't know what happened."
That's very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
like why did I just run out of my room? Yeah, that's very
Exactly.
true. Isaac, the rope is still entangling you. However, you've noticed that the line has gone slack. What's your strength?
My strength is 19. Normal.
Okay. So
19
this is
human,
gonna sound a
I
little
mean.
weird. Roll me a d20, get under 19.
Okay.
This is kind of going opposite here. I'm just doing a quick strength check.
12.
Okay, good. You're able, within a few seconds, it probably takes you about 5 seconds or so to just untangle yourself from this thing. But you're able to do it. You're still, I should all point out again, you're all still blinded. And I'll say, just roll me one balance check real quick.
Is it sense of balance or the 50-50?
No, the 50% thing. You're still under the effect of the.
Okay, I succeed.
Okay, you make it. You get to the window, and you look down. But at this point, they've either fallen so far you can't see them well, or
Man, really?
they're not.
They didn't take Isaac with them?
Mm-mm. No, and you can see now that the grappling hook has been disconnected. Yep. You're now in a kid's room. 10 floors below your friends. And I'd say, Isaac. Actually, Isaac. I know I'm making you roll a lot, buddy. But roll me another of those intelligence checks. Just under your intelligence times 4. So just roll me under 72, right?
Nope.
You're not sure how many floors you fell. You're below your friends somewhere. Quite a few floors. You know you fell for a bit, but at the moment, your brain's not working enough to calculate how many or how long. So you know that you're below your friends. You know that Hart is fallen. I will say this, you haven't heard a splat or anything of that nature, but when you're looking out there with your blurry vision, you can't see anything. Though, with them free falling, it's really hard to tell. But no, they have not taken you with them.
Okay.
Kid. So everyone who's still upstairs, you saw the final robot, the one that tied a line around Isaac. It says, "Mission accomplished," and jumps off. That's what you guys see. You also know that Kid is out in the hall somewhere, and from the sounds of Laura, may I assume furious anger, probably not too far away. Like, I gotta imagine Kid's probably verbalizing, yeah. Angry fucks echoing down the hall. She's not too far away. You are all under the effect. So basically, it was for 3 rounds, I believe, which is technically only another 30 seconds or so. So yeah, you guys have about 20 seconds left before your vision clears. What do you guys want to do during that 20 seconds?
Figure out what the fuck just happened.
Lucas knowing very well what he did.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't really know if Kid's around or not. How heavy would this particular thing be that he's sitting on? Would we be able
couch?
to lug it around, or
the couch?
Yeah.
How strong is Lucas?
Lucas is okay. He's at a 14 normal.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to pick it up over your head. Well, I mean, imagine a very heavy couch, like a sectional. You could drag it, but you're not doing it quickly, and you're not going to drag it very far on your own.
Okay. Lucas is going to cast a spell on the couch.
Okay.
He's going to cast base. The spell allows the mage to designate an object as base. Anyone physically encountering this particular object is immune to the effects of the spell of your it as long as they're in contact with the base.
Oh my god. All right. Got it. Okay.
This couch is base.
Did he say that out loud?
You just see him finish casting spell, and then afterwards he would probably say that.
What does that mean, Lucas?
It means whoever is it can't get you here.
It?
It.
Lucas?
You've never played it, have you?
What are you talking about? She still has electrical aura on too.
Lucas will sit down and explain the rules of it.
Lucas.
We'll say after he explains the rules of it, as he finishes, your vision's clear. The angry fucks down the hall. Real quick, guys, I'll get right back to you. Indigo's gonna go investigate. See Kid, and Kid, as your vision's starting to clear, Indigo's gonna be like, Kid, what's going on?
I missed something. What?
Indigo went to investigate what Kid's doing.
Oh, you mean falling on their face continuously?
Yes. Also, 3x1011 got about 30-40 feet, realized the Kid was falling on their face continuously,
Mm-hmm.
and has come back and says, but right at the same time, Indigo gets to you. Do you need assistance?
No. And Kid's gonna wave the tracker at Indigo. Be like, they're taking him somewhere. We need to find him. They're gonna try and get up again. And I'm gonna roll for it.
One
Nope.
last time. No. We'll say that this time you fall. Your head kind of bangs on the ground, and that does wonders to actually like clear your vision, like a good whack. And Indigo looks at the bracelet, and then she grabs 3x1011. Where is he? I am unsure. Please, let's find out.
Kid shakes their head, gets up, takes off. A little shaky at first.
Kid, Indigo, and the robots begin running down the hall.
Okay, bye everybody.
All right, back to Anna and Lucas, where where Lucas just finished explaining the rules of tag.
Anna is just standing there with her hands on her hips, staring at the wall behind you. Just like for a moment, just like, I don't even know. It's like, then probably register that there's a bunch of, loud fucks and then running happening outside. And we'll start walking like into the middle of the room and call out to Tessa, asking, like, are you dressed yet? Because we need to go. And then call for Isaac and Hart.
Is it safe?
As far as I'm aware.
Tessa comes out, putting on the rest of her body armor. And as she's putting on, she goes, I hope you know, I had to put this on as fast as I could. I'm naked under here. It chafes.
Why didn't you put underwear on at the least?
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time people are shooting at me, I'll remember.
That takes 2 more seconds. Not the point right now, Isaac. No response.
No
Isaac,
response.
where the fuck are you? And then just start like going over and checking these rooms.
No Isaac.
Lucas starts dragging out, probably being chased by Hart.
Checking the couch.
Why? Oh, right. Do we have our like some form of radio so we can at least contact each other?
Well, normally, but Isaac's not wearing his armor.
Because we don't always have armor on when we're doing radio things, though.
True.
As long as they have one in their inventory.
Does
We
Isaac
have those earpieces?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
So there's no.
You guys see, like, as Lucas drags it, you hear this.
Wonder if I can.
Cathor's in the corner continuing to put on his clown armor. Tessa eventually just goes, Lucas! That's annoying. What are you doing?
Telling you that we need it's base. We need this.
It doesn't. What? And she looks to Anna. What is he talking about?
No, I'm just accepting at this point. I don't think we have time to understand. And I guess go over and look down this hallway and see if Isaac's down there, or at least who's down the hallway.
You
No
see
one?
Kid, Indigo, and 3x1011 way off in the distance running down the hall. Still within, like, audible distance, but they are booking it.
She's gonna call down, is Isaac and Hart with you?
Indigo goes, I thought they were with you!
Pause. They're not in any of the rooms. They're not in the hallway. Looks at broken window. Fuck. Goes over, runs over to window and looks out, hoping she sees anything.
So here's what you see. You see not much, other than about 10 floors below, you see a busted window with the end of a grappling cable hanging down the side.
Isaac!
And for that, let's cut to Isaac real quick. Isaac, during the 20, 30, 40 seconds that have passed, what has Isaac been doing?
Like I said in the chat, after seeing all this and putting this together, waiting for his eyes to clear, he's just going to sit on the kid's bed and stare at the broken window.
Got it. About 10 seconds into it, an adult robot with no armor, just through the base form, comes in. Don't be silly. Closes the door.
Oh, yeah. That's
Isaac's
still like,
still
what, 49 more minutes?
Yep. All right, we'll say that your vision clears after about another 10 seconds. So 20 seconds go by, your vision's good. You gain your senses back.
Okay. Can I go up to the window and lean out looking down?
Absolutely.
Does Anna see him?
Yeah, Anna sees Isaac lean down, looking downwards. He's a bit cut up.
No, she doesn't. Oh, she sees it for a second and pops back in. Lucas. Get that couch
so
over
the
here.
second, so it's like a thing. The second Isaac's head comes out, hers went in.
Lucas.
Yes.
1, turn off electrical aura. 2, Lucas, get over here with that damn couch.
Tessa's like, oh, for the love of, and she'll get to the other side and pick it up. Harriet.
Then while touching the couch, she will lean back over and go, "Are you okay?"
Does it break the magical effects?
Yeah, as long as she's touching
You are
base.
immune to the spell you're it as long as you're in contact.
Okay.
Yep.
He's gonna look up and yell up, "They took heart." I don't know where the hell I am.
Anna just has the "I hate my life" look again. I think that has come on 3 times today.
Well, at least we found out who the hell they were. And why they were at our room.
Did we?
They took heart.
Do you think that was the only reason?
Well, I jumped after her, and the robot slammed me into this window. So what do you think?
Okay, fair enough. Indigo and her taken after Cyber 6.
Anna, you hear from down below. What are you doing? Door closes.
Lucas, how much longer of this?
Let's see. Carry the about 54, 40, 50.
More than half an hour?
Yes.
Leans out, counts how many floors Isaac is.
Lucas starts going, I haven't cast the spell yet. I'm so new to it. I need a few things worked out. Just sorry, I think.
I get why you cast it. This is just going to be interesting, especially with a metal couch.
You just need to take pieces of it if you want.
Do you have something that could hack up a metal couch?
Do I have the things that can hack up a metal couch? Ooh.
Catherine comes up. I think I could help with that. If you wouldn't mind stepping away for just a moment.
One sec, Isaac.
Cathor pulls off the scarf and it turns into Rapture, and he begins slicing small, delicate pieces, almost as if carving a turkey off of
That
the
can cut up metal?
like butter.
That was in character.
Oh yeah. Cathor is like, Rapture can do many things. Though, sadly, it seems incapable of keeping me immune to blindness. Oh, shut up, you didn't.
Does
As he
Anna
continues
know
to
the
cut.
sword could talk? Would anyone have told her? She hasn't touched it.
That's a
Yes.
very good question. Yeah, I think someone
I-
would have mentioned it at least.
Yeah, I would imagine that Isaac would have mentioned it.
Okay, so
You've
it's not
been
that
in with
weird.
this guy's contact for 6 months.
It's amazing what you
Yeah,
might not notice.
Yeah, I would say that Cathor on a regular basis seems to be talking to something that's not there. It'd be easy enough in the past 6 months to find out that he's talking to the sword. We'll
Okay,
actually have long philosophical conversations with his scarf that you only hear one side of, so it's kind of weird. I should also point out Isaac, Lucas, well, all of you in the 6 months, you especially know you don't have to verbally talk to Rapture. You could just mentally talk to it. Cathor seems to just have a habit of speaking.
I mean, that just makes logical sense.
Right.
So he quickly carves up about 15 pieces out of the back of the couch. Each of them about the size you could easily hold it in your hand.
Sweet. I take one.
He'll pass it out to everyone in the room, and then like put the rest, like tie them up in a bundle. So it almost looks like a bundle of like shards. Hand it to Lucas and say, "Your spell, your duty."
Yes.
He raises an eyebrow, like, and then, all right.
To be fair, Anna probably also smirked.
Yeah, it just took him a second to. Oh, okay.
We've been on a ship with Lucas for 6 months. I think all of us are going to be smirking at that.
So, and Cathar says, "So, do we go after Isaac or Kid?"
I don't know.
Back to, by the way, back to Kid. Kid, 3x to 11 is leading you down many hallways and a couple elevators, and is basically. Well, would you be saying anything during this time, or just following?
Mostly just making angry grumbling sounds now that they can actually move more than 2 feet per minute.
Got it. Okay, so you're still traveling with Indigo.
Yeah.
Back over to Isaac. Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
No one's explained to you yet what's even going on.
Nope. So I'm just gonna walk out of the room and try and make my way to the hallway and figure out where the hell I am.
Got it. You make your way out of the room into a smallish living quarters with 2 robots, a child and an adult, huddled in the corner. You walk out of the door into a different hallway than what you saw up there. This is a bit wider, a bit less well-to-do. It's not like crummy, but it's not as elegant as what you saw, right?
Uh-huh.
And a lot more robots, a lot more cybers who, look, guys, I'm just going to make one. Yeah, okay, look. A lot of cybers who start running from you.
Uh-huh.
Just like, you guys have seen 10 Commandments. They parteth the sea. Isaac parteth the sea wherever he go.
So can he make it up to the room?
Should I make
an intelligence check to figure out where he is?
More like, do you have a do you have land navigation?
Well, let's see.
Or tracking, anything of that nature?
I have tracking. Don't have land navigation, so tracking it is.
All right. Tracking at make it harder by 20 because you're tracking in an unknown environment.
Okay. No.
Isaac wanders the halls looking for a way back up. Everywhere he goes, he is preceded by robotic screams as people run from him as if he were it. God, Isaac, I don't know what's going through your mind because no one has explained any of this to you. Oh, wait, no. Isaac. No, that's right, you saved. Good.
Oh, I saved.
So, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Like, there was a lot to keep track of. So you saved. So you're wandering around trying to find an elevator that goes up, and you find elevators here and there, but either they're already going down or they aren't going to, like, you'll walk in, you'll see buttons, you don't see one that looks like the floor you needed to go to, so you'll walk back out, and you spend about 15 minutes or so wandering around trying to find an elevator that goes up to the floor, because I would say Isaac could remember the symbol of his floor. So you're looking for a way to get up there. Here's what I will say. Isaac's not incompetent. He can eventually find his way back up, but it's going to take about 20 minutes or so.
That's fine. Take whatever time is needed. Do whatever. He is single-minded in he's getting his armor. He is finding where Kid is so that he can track Cyber 6. He's going to find out who the hell took Hart and fucking murder them. Got it.
Everyone else. So we'll say, is it safe to say about 10 minutes or so has passed. Isaac's been looking for you guys. You guys have been carving up couches, like you do. Indigo and Kid have been running. After about 10 minutes or so, there is a PA system. Boop. Attention residents on level hang on. Gosh, I gotta think how many levels this would be. Attention residents on level 28AB. There is an individual of unknown make. Stay away from them. They seem to have special properties that are dangerous. We are unsure of what at this time. Stay away from them.
Found Isaac.
3x to 11 would look at Indigo and Kid. Is that one of you? What is going on?
Don't know, no time. Let's go.
Okay.
Continues power walking.
And after right about that 10 minutes, you get to, so like you're in an elevator. 3x to 11 says, I need to make you understand something first. You are not allowed in here by orders of the elders. I am bringing you here because what has happened has obviously lost your trust. I must have no points left. I am defying their order in an attempt to regain points. My life is in jeopardy, but I feel that it is my responsibility. Do you understand?
Yes, okay, now let's go.
I need you to stay quiet and do what I tell you to. Please. We will find out what happened, I swear.
Kid watches him and kind of huffs, but nods.
Got it. The elevator door opens to a very white hallway. And he leads you and Indigo out, flanked on all sides by the enforcers he has with them. You walk to what looks like it has the cleanliness of a medical surgery room, but it looks more like an auto shop. large machines and saws and welders and things of that nature. There are several scientists meandering around, and 3x11 comes in here and says, "Where is the patient? Where is Cyber 6? And they all look up, and they look at him, they look at each other, and he says, "There's no signs of attack, no break-in. What happened? Why wasn't I informed?" And one of them sits up. And kid, you recognize this was the one that came to the door earlier, the purple guy that brought the toiletry products,
The poop vest.
the poop vest.
Yeah.
He goes, my apologies, 3x1011. I was under the impression that you knew. Cyber 4 came and said that he was being transferred. We didn't know that you didn't know. Cyber 4. Where to? I'm sorry, 3x1011. You don't question an elder.
Kid's gonna walk up to the poop vest dude and hold up the monitor and glare at him. But they're going to stay quiet.
3x1011 like reaches a hand. And the robot looks at Kid and looks at the monitor. You have one of our models. Very fine model. Very good. You're not supposed to be here.
Kid's gonna continue staring at him.
It must be some sort of organic thing. And 3x1011 says, "Kid, that tracker only covers a mile radius. If he has actually been moved, it will be of little help to you now."
Hope you don't like your face.
Oh. Kid's gonna take the tracker and throw it as hard as they can.
That was very expensive. And he sees Kid's face and goes, "Have others?" 3x1011 goes to Kid and he says, "I am unsure how to express sorrow or responsibility to you. I could not have prevented an elder taking them, but this is very strange. This is not how it is done."
Kid, pretty much shaking with fury at this point, is going to turn to him and go, "You are going to take me to Cyber 4.
He studies you for a bit. Roll me an intimidation check.
Doesn't have intimidation.
I know. So roll me a D100, please.
Oh god. Okay. No.
3x1011 says, "I understand your anger. I understand, I do. I cannot demand anything of the elders, not like that. I will make inquiries. I will find out what's happened. Come with me. Rejoin your friends. Perhaps if all of you are together, I can convince them to see you. An audience as a greeting, perhaps. Perhaps this is a misunderstanding. Maybe they took him for safekeeping when the rebels attacked. It is dangerous to jump to conclusions, and I am not an expert at your expressions, but you seem very agitated."
Oh my god.
Kid, you'll feel a familiar hand on your shoulder, Indigo. And
Mhm.
Indigo will say, "Kid, I want him back more than you could possibly imagine. Killing people now will not bring him back. We need to regroup. We need to be smart. And we need to go hunting. Whether that means by playing the rules or not, it doesn't happen here." Should Indigo roll a convince check?
Oh, don't tempt me. Oh God. Kid is gonna look from Indigo to host robot person to poop vest robot. And when their eyes land on the scientist dude, they're going to make a very loud, very angry, just scream at them and then start stomping back towards where they came from.
The scientist looks at you, turns to Indigo. I am not familiar, but is that a sign of affection?
Oh boy.
Indigo just like stares at him and stomps off after Kid. Like Indigo and Kid, you can see this. Indigo is like a tightly controlled ball of rage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so Indigo walks away without saying a word, and then he turns to his colleagues. I believe that organic showed affection towards me. This is fabulous.
Oh, he will learn otherwise. He'll learn otherwise real quick.
3x1011 follows you back out into the hall, and he says, I will find out what is going on. And with that, like as he walks out in the hall, Indigo rounds on him and like puts a finger in his chest and says, we are not leaving without Cyber 6. And he like points to she points to Kid, will raise hell if you do not find him. I do not know what this hell is, but I understand your intensity. And with that, without another word, you guys start heading back towards the room.
Yay.
I'm gonna just hang on. I'm just gonna. Yeah, okay. On your way back to the room, you're walking down the halls, going towards elevators, and you like get to an intersection, and you see Isaac.
Oh boy. Should I roll?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great.
Yep, 3x1011 didn't make it.
Oh, of course he didn't.
Why would Kid need to roll?
-4, right?
Indigo didn't make it.
Why would Kid
Oh,
need
that's
to
right.
roll?
That's right. Kid doesn't. Well,
Spell
here's
hasn't
the
been
thing.
recasted again.
Yeah, they
Yes,
made
but
it
see, here's the thing. We can't.
heart.
But here's the tricky thing. If they save the first time and don't have to roll again, why would they have to roll again every other save if they failed the first time? Does that make sense? I don't know.
And plus, it's
you know
a
what?
new
Still,
it.
we already
so-
we already agree. We're going by the text for now. So yes, Kid does not have to save again.
Okay.
However, Indigo and 3x1011 take off back down the hallway. Isaac, you see them for a second. Everyone but Kid runs.
There you are. Where the hell is our room?
Kid looks at Isaac and then looks back at everyone else running away and goes, What? Grabs Isaac's by like the duster and just starts dragging him along.
Along where? They're running. You drag him after 3x1011? Question real quick.
Uh-huh.
I would have you roll like an investigation to know if you still know where the room was, but I should ask first, would Kid have even bothered trying to keep track of where they were going? As in, when you were following 3x1011, would some part of Kid's mind keep track of, okay, we turned here, we went there, we went there?
Are you talking about down when they were leaving the room down to the lab?
Correct.
Absolutely. Like for the first like couple of like face plants, it would be a little hard to keep track of, but
Right.
like
But after
because
your mind
they're
cleared.
specifically like trying to find where the hell Cyber 6 is, they're
Okay.
absolutely paying attention to the layout.
All right. Roll me D100 and get under your intelligence times 5, which is really basically just get under a 98. Kid's smart. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
You know where the room is. You know right where the room is. However, you are now missing Indigo and 3x11. You got Isaac though. You traded 2 for 1.
Oh boy.
Look, I mean, at this point, I just want to take however fucking long it takes to get to the room. That's what I want to do.
Sure.
Just
Sure.
if it takes 5 hours, take 5 hours, get to the room. That's what I want.
We can say that, unless there's something. Well, we ask this way: is there anything the players would want to do in the next, say, half hour to an hour?
Probably find Isaac and Kid.
Yeah. Okay. Does Anna or Lucas have tracking or land navigation?
We have our communicators still, don't we?
Yeah, we have
Right.
radios.
Yep.
We can literally just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Easy enough. Talk to each other. Meet up in the room. We'll say it takes about 40 minutes. Lucas, do you pass out the base to everyone who needs it?
As anyone in this room, absolutely.
Okay, so in this room would include obviously everyone that was with you, all the PCs, Indigo, 3x1011, and one enforcer.
There's an enforcer in here?
Well, I guess he's
no.
bringing an enforcer with him, huh?
I'm saying, yeah, he brings one enforcer with him.
Oh, you mean okay. Definitely if there's like some people like trying to enter and then leaves, Lucas would probably be like, "Here's your pass, sir," and then hands a slice of metal to him.
Got it. So you are all in the room with 3x1011, one enforcer, and everyone but Hart at the moment.
So is this 40 minutes in total, or is that like all the minutes that happened? Because it would probably worn off.
Yeah, we'll say for the sake of sanity, because you have the pieces of the base anyway, we'll say from this point forward, the spell is no longer affecting. However, yeah. So the spell, let's save all our sanities. The spell has worn off.
Great. Sandy in check.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me that look.
All right. Is it fair to say that Kid and Indigo would have passed along what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably mostly Indigo, because Kid's just angry, and words are hard when you're fuming.
Right. Indigo, in very tightly controlled tone of voice, explains that Cyber 6 was moved to some location that they aren't aware of at the request of someone named Cyber 4. And then, of course, you guys would also learn what happened to Hart. Hart was captured, taken away to know not where. And we'll just, right there. That's where you guys are. So in character, out of character, you're more than welcome to figure out your next step.
Great. All right. So 3x1011 is with us, correct? Or is he not?
He is. Mm-hmm.
All right. So he is trying to get in touch with the elders and trying to order up a meeting, correct?
Not as yet. That hasn't been decided. He said that's a possibility, but hasn't actually. We're not sure. But he would denote that is something he can attempt to do.
I think we should either do that, or we should all get into our armor, get to the ship, and fly around to try and be within a mile of the bracelets.
You want to go after Cyber first instead of Heart?
I think they're going to be in both the same place. Because I have no way of tracking Heart whatsoever. I have at least one way of tracking Cyber. So...
But that does not make sense. Your companion was taken by the rebels. Cyber 6 was taken by one of the elders. They would be in different places.
Unless they were both the same people.
That's just not possible.
Have you never been double-crossed before? He is going
Not
to say,
by an elder.
staring like dumbfoundedly at him.
3x11 like shakes his head and says, "Not by an elder, but this is not how things are done. It is very strange."
Well,
Welcome to the world of organics.
I do have a small piece of information for you. It was very interesting that one of the rebels specifically targeted Heart. What would her particular interest be in the group of random humans? They probably have no idea. Human organics that would not. I'm just saying, why her? Why single her out? She does have a bit of information that they may have actually picked up. Generally knowing particular knowledge and know-how of the cybers.
I did
Not to
send a
mention-
report.
Not to mention, your elders really did want to talk to her, and was kind of adamant on letting only her come and not anybody else.
I did send a request to the elders that she be permitted to assist Cyber 6's healing, as she had demonstrated remarkable skill in modifying our frames. It is true that the elders, and then they would have direct knowledge of your companion, but they would not have to kidnap her. It is not how it is done.
Unless this Cyber 4 wanted to go behind the rest of the council and do something for their own gain.
But he sits down. We were to be your friends.
Yeah, well, it turns out that's not possible. So, I think we have two options. We kill Cyber 4, or we kill Cyber 4. Who's in favor?
Now hold on.
Okay, we're not killing yet.
The enforcer levels his rifle at you.
Look,
First things first, we don't know if that was really the case. This is very much a hypothetical. A strong one, mind you, but a hypothetical. Whatever. I'm just saying we're very hypothetical right now. We need to calm down. We obviously have no idea what's going on. Two of our friends have been taken to places that we have no idea of in this strange world, and we are understandably frustrated. Especially since we spent so much effort trying to save Cyber 6 just to even get here. And let me just say I can understand frustration. As he then meekly sort of does gestures and bows to both the Cyber and Isaac.
also, before we get too far away from this, and she'll look at the Cyber dude, that's the thing about friends. You can't be friends with everyone. So while you say you speak for everyone here, it's an entire civilization. You literally, we cannot be friends with every single person here. So you might be doing good to us, doesn't mean everyone here is going to because you are.
Plus,
And
3x.
to help you try and understand why I'm upset personally, how do you feel about 2x?
She is my partner.
And he will lean in and put his arms gently on his shoulders. And Isaac will say, "She is mine. Not 2x, the one that was kidnapped."
Give me a second.
roll for love.
I mean, yeah, kinda. 3x 10 11 slowly reaches into his frame, pulls out a small key card. And he also puts a hand on the rifle of the enforcer, who's leveled the rifle at Isaac when he said kill Cyber 4.
Yeah.
And he lowers it, and then he holds up this key card, and he says, "You acquired this, not from me. Do you understand?"
That's what we
Understood.
work on.
Put this into the terminal over there. It will give you a direct line of communication to Cyber 4. Once, and only once. It is a very prized possession that we owners have. If he learns that I gave it to you, my life will be forfeit. Understand, Isaac. I do know what you are going through.
Thank you.
I, if you'll excuse me, am going to go be with my family. And then he'll stand up, take the enforcer with him, and leave the room.
So Isaac is gonna put the card on the table that's over or here. Not inserting it into any slot, but just
Right.
toss it on the table. Make sure that he's ready, putting on armor and such, and then he will just sit patiently waiting for everybody to be ready.
After 3x 10 11.
Well done.
I wrote it down. Leaves. Kid's going to say, if those are so important, wouldn't they be keeping track of whose it is?
Probably if we use this, then they will know immediately who we got it from.
GM,
Yes.
you said put in contact with him. What does that mean?
You don't know.
Okay.
And and to clarify, he said that they can't know that he gave it to you. So it is clear, like you said, that they will probably know it was from him.
But he's also been pretty naive since we've met him.
So it's agreed. We say that Kid stole it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
Oh, I want to be the person who stole it.
I mean, if you want to, go for it.
Yay!
I'm just saying, Kid's the klepto.
Also, well, baby kid's scary.
Apparently not that scary.
You're just too cute. It's not your fault.
Thank you.
Not you, Lucas. God recoils in horror.
I wasn't even drinking anything and you made me choke.
It's a gift at this point. You can't trust him.
Too true, too true. Do we want to do this tonight?
You can do this tonight. We could end the session here if you prefer. It's up to you. Like, we did it here, we did it pretty much after whatever you do with that. So it's completely up to you guys.
That's toughy. I would like... Burn seems to be easily the most invested into this. What do you feel about this?
I wouldn't mind holding off. I'm kind of trying to figure out a way to not actually pin it on 3x 1011. Other than, like, thievery could be a thing, but he could be, deactivated just for incompetence. That kind of thing.
I mean...
Cathor would say, speak up, he'd say, Isaac, you are a talented engineer, and you do have psychic abilities of telemechanics, as do I. Perhaps they could be modified.
Modified how?
Well, our technology may be different than theirs, but electricity still needs circuits to travel through, and computer languages, while different, do share similarities. Perhaps there is a way to erase the identifier of whose card it is, while maintaining the frequency needed to contact the Elder.
Yeah, that sounds...
Sorry.
That sounds a lot like computer programming, not actual engineering. Like, I can try and figure out if it's using X-rays, which is a good educated guess, since most of the communication is via X-rays here, whether it's picture or whatnot. That might be a thing that I might be interested in. But programming, way over my head.
Real quick before I respond, yes, Piff.
You don't need circus gadgets. Haven't you seen those cordless extension cords?
Yes, but he's referring to an actual chip in Isaac's on the table.
It could be cordless.
Cathor would nod. He would say, however, our unique talents could let us figure out what we need to do. Then perhaps it's a question of finding someone who is capable of doing it. It is...
Go.
Yeah, Anna.
Anna raises hand.
Oh.
You could do that.
And Cathar was not looking at Anna. He's like, it is unfortunate that they took the one person I know that could be extremely useful in this place. Like, Anna's hand is like way up behind Cathar.
At that point, she's just like, I am just insulted.
Master, turn around.
What? Oh, Anna. Do you have computer programming skills?
Not the best, but I got some.
Okay. How about this? You and I, Cathor, look into this machine that we're supposed to slide the card into. We take it apart, we figure out how it ticks, and we put it back together as best as we can. Eventually, tomorrow, probably, get back to the ship, or, well, the sooner the better, but I don't know if they will allow us access to the ship, but go back to the ship, create something, figure out a way to send the signal via our methods, and see where it goes from there. I'm suggesting the ship because we have a lot of more materials on the ship. And
true, but we don't have any technology capable of transmitting through X-rays. At least, not anymore.
No,
Can we take the terminal?
Well, we could maybe take the terminal, but we could potentially also repair that. Use that either as a transmitter for X-rays or its original intent, which was to be a scanner. It's an Aruni scanner, and we could perhaps hook up the bracelet to it and make a much larger than 1 mile scanning range.
Which one? The unicorn horn?
Yeah.
Buddy, that's exploded.
Well, we might be able to repair it. We don't know.
It's
You said-
true. No one's
said that
technically
we don't
taken a look at
know.
it. That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I did say that. Okay. You had that in your mind. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, I know.
Sure. So you want to go ahead and do the telemechanics thing now?
You know what? Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cathor will help you, but you're going to take the helm, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Spin the ISP.
Okay. It's going to be 10. Let me double check the wording on this just in case there is a percentage.
Pretty sure there isn't, but yes, please do.
The psionic skill knowledge is equal to 88% skill proficiency and applies to all aspects of the machine, its operation, repair, and special codes, etc.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to have you roll that, get under 88. I'm not going to give you a penalty because you've dived many times with Hard into Cyber 6.
Okay.
Which means that, believe it or not, you're a little familiar with their technology.
Mm-hmm. Does Anna have the plus sign, or is that old?
That's old, yeah. That
We
was when
did
Anna
that.
was waving. That was Anna waving her hand behind Cathor.
41 out of 88. That's pretty good.
All right. Good. Okay, yeah, you succeed by a lot. So, due to your mini sessions trying to help Hart with Cyber 6, this is relatively simple for you. I mean, Cyber 6 was a maze that was almost too hard to fathom, but there's a difference between the internal logic processors of a cyber unit and one of their key cards, which is much less complicated. Highly encrypted, but much less complicated. It takes you several minutes of merging with the card and mentally traversing the card's effects. And you find that the card is a one-time use, one-way communication, or not one-way communication, like one-time use frequency. You stick the card in a terminal of some of one of the compatible terminals. It will auto dial a receiver, that, given what 3x1011 told you, you assume is in the possession of Cyber 4. It has an identifier and an encryption key, so that it is really hard to hack the frequency. In other words, it has an encryption around the phone number, to put this in layman terms, so that it's really difficult to assess or ascertain what the phone number is.
Mm-hmm.
And it has an identifier that shows whose card this is.
Okay.
Both encryptions could be broken, but it would be very difficult. It's a complex encryption.
Okay. Could he find out the phone number?
If you knew, so yes, if you knew the key to the encryption. Does that make sense? It's encrypted right now. You can tell it's encrypted.
The programming.
If
That's
you
where
had
the
the
programming
key,
comes in.
you could, bam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you'd need to find the key first.
Okay. So...
Is there?
Sorry, go ahead.
Is this where we're bringing in Anna?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Would this be computer operation, computer programming, or computer hacking?
This is definitely computer hacking.
Is there any penalty?
So I have a question for you, Anna. You have two ways of doing this. No penalty, but it's just a mild probe, like you're going to see what you can do to change this without destroying or ruining the card. Or, I'm sorry, that's with a penalty. Or you can take it without the penalty, but that's you being a little more aggressive and trying to change it in a way that might damage the card.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do the first one because my computer hacking's 15, and we have not been rolling well
Okay.
tonight.
Damn.
All right, then. Get under a 10, please.
Guess there's no. That's not. No.
All right, no. Unfortunately, this is a bit beyond your skill.
She just learned hacking.
Yeah. Cathor would say, hang on a second, actually. Give me a second. Let me look at my NPCs. Cathor can give it a try.
I mean, she learned it
Wanted
from
to.
Cathor.
Yeah.
Lucas can
Cathor-
take a whack.
No, Lucas,
Yeah.
no.
Does Lucas have computer hacking?
Does he have computer operations? Computer hacking.
That's not computer hacking, unfortunately.
Well, that's great because he doesn't have that either. Like he doesn't
Oh.
have computer anything.
All right. Cathor's going to attempt it as well. He's going to do the same way, where obviously I'm not going to have an NPC destroy your card. Unless you specifically say, no, try. I assume you guys want him to do the careful way?
Yes.
Careful.
Okay. So then he has to get under 40. Cathor puts it down, and he goes, I'm sorry, I can't do this without destroying the card, but it can be done.
Yes, that just means that we need to get into contact with 3x10, see if he knows any people that would be willing to do this.
Indigo comes up. What about a black market? There's got to be. Every race has a black market, right?
It's true.
Do we
People
really
that might
wanna
love
deal
to
with
get
a-
the...
Do we really want to deal with a black market here? And that's coming from me.
Indigo shrugs.
I want to get Heart back, no matter what. I jumped out of a window for her.
Wait.
Those assholes decided
actually-
to swing me into another window.
No, if these are rebels. Actually, no, now that I think about it. If these are rebels, they definitely have dealings with the black market. What am I saying? Like, yeah, of course they're going to have something.
Mm-hmm.
Do
we know-
that might actually... Oh, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Do we know anybody that's back on Candyland that can hack? Like Sarah?
Sarah. Ooh, let me check. No, computer
Yeah.
operations, not computer hacking. She's really good at finding stuff, not so good at hacking. She can program too, but again,
So can Anna.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately not. And none of the new kids can do that. Their talents were in other areas. Don't let slaves work your computers. Wonder why. Well, if you want, this is actually an excellent place to stop the session. Give you guys some times to think about where you want to go from here. You got some paths to go down, but it does look like there's going to be some consideration onto which, how, when, and where.
Yeah.
So maybe in the session here, give you guys some time. Come back next week.
I have an idea, Squeed, that I want to run by you right now, just to make sure that it could be shot down or not.
Okay.
So, tracing somebody down via the phone company. In real life, you need to talk to somebody for a while, and eventually you can triangulate their position and whatnot. Could we, theoretically, if we hook up the sensors, not the unicorn horn because that's destroyed unless we can actually fix it, but the normal sensors, which I think have at least a few more miles detection radius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could we hook that up to the system that we're planning on using to call and try and trace
run a
down?
tracer?
Yes.
I would say that it's certainly in the realm of possibility. You'd probably need some help. I'd say that Isaac and Cathor and Anna could understand the concept well enough. But you are dealing with technology that is on a completely different light wave frequency. So
Fair.
yes, you could, but it would take some effort, and you might need some help doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because even if that doesn't any of the computer things, surveillance systems could help in that, even if it's not the actual skill.
It's a way to think of it too is that there's a difference between tracing my cell phone and tracing the CIA line.
Yeah, 'cause
that's
it's-
true.
Doable, definitely. Yeah, it's doable. So I don't want to get your hopes down at all. Absolutely. But you might need to
Yeah, it might
look
take
into
some
that.
time, and
some resources and effort. Yeah, sure. But sure, absolutely. It's possible. Anything's possible if you're good enough at gaming the system.
yeah.
I don't mean okay. I just realized we're playing a game. I didn't mean that.
we're
I mean,
going to
like,
game the
hacking.
system.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what we are doing.
Then
Turn my fight into a game attack.
I'm actually tempted to try and end the session on the ship.
I have a lot of homework I need to do tonight.
I'm just talking about, like, we finish now, but we say that we took a trip to the ship. Is that cool? Or no?
No. We'd have
Okay.
to handle that next session because too much could happen in between there and the ship.
All right.
Your ship's a long way away.
That's the end of this session, folks. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.